Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, anybody know where I can get some tasty nugs? Enjoy by 42021 is a 9% double IPA from Stone Brewing in Escondido, California. This might be hard to believe for some of you newer folk, but at one point it didn't look like Stone was going to give into this whole hazy IPA fad that's been going around for a while. Starting with Fear Movie Lines a couple years ago, and then moving up to Never Ending Haze, and now with Enjoy by 42021, Stone is definitely in with both feet. This iteration of their Enjoy by series is just the latest in many variations of that Enjoy by series that got its start in 2021, but this is the first hazy one, I believe. So instead of giving you a history lesson, let's take a look at the label and we'll get it into a glass. But first, I'd like to thank my executive producers, Ryan Barry, Eric Latowski, Brian Kramer, and Zach for helping to bring this review to you today. If you'd like to become a producer, help out the channel, or maybe just buy me a beer, take a look at my Patreon at patreon.com/draft_therapy, where you can get early access to these videos, exclusive patron-only live streams, and a few other special perks available only to patrons. So let's take a look at the label. We'll start from the top. It has the Stone gargoyle on the bottle cap. If we look at the front here, it says Stone across the top, then Enjoy by 42021, which means April 20th, 2021. That might have some kind of, 420 may have some connotations that you know about. Then underneath that, it says Hazy IPA with the Stone gargoyle. It says Blazy Hazy IPA, 9% alcohol by volume. This bottle is 12 fluid ounces. On the side, it says Ale, brewed and bottled by Stone Brewing in Escondido, California, and Richmond, Virginia, made in the USA. It has all these leaves, like almost paisley-looking leaves, lots of flowers. It's got a waffle-looking flower on here, a heart-looking flower, and then very colorful. If we turn it around and look on the back, it said brewed to be blazingly fresh with the gargoyle. Underneath that, it has leavenostoneUnturned.com, which is their website, then stonebrewing.com/enjoyby, which will probably tell you something about this beer, and then their social media and hashtag enjoyby, enjoy now. This also tells me that it was bottled on March 16th, 2021. So I just picked this up this week, just a few days ago, because it just hit shelves. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab my bottle opener, which I haven't had to use very often recently, and an IPA glass to pour into. So we're going to crack the top of this and we'll see what's in here. But first, we'll put a nose on the bottle. Put a nose on here. Whoa. Big citrus, big tropical aromas, a lot of an orange characteristic there. It doesn't smell as dank as I would expect it to smell, but let's go ahead and pour this. Coming out very light out of the bottle, collecting very hazily in the glass. You can almost see the particulate in the very yellow stream coming out of the bottle. This is probably one of the least wordy labels that Stone has done in a long time, because generally when I do a Stone bottle and or some kind of label, I read it. It's got a lot going on. This has about 2 to 2.5 fingers of head, white head. It's not like super bright white, but it's white. It's maybe just a little bit leaning towards a yellow, but it's a really nice, compact looking head. Very hazy in the glass. Let's hold it up to the light here. Yeah, it's hazy but see-through on the bottom. You probably won't be able to tell from the angle that you're at, but then on the top, it's very brilliant orange. It looks just, like a hazy IPA for sure. So let's put a better nose on the glass here. There's a little bit more of a dankness coming out of the glass than I got out of the bottle. When I opened the bottle, it was so citrusy, so orangey, so tropical that I didn't really pick up on much of the dankness. But yeah, putting a nose on it, I'm getting a little bit more, almost a mango aroma with a lot of citrus, orangey citrus. Also getting that dankness, tropical, mango. I kind of chalk up to being tropical. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Cheers. So what I like to do is start with the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is very crisp. It's light. It's not like super, super light. It's not like a watery kind of light, but it's crisp. It's not ultra light, but it's very light. It has a crisp mouthfeel to it. The flavor Right now, I can tell you the aftertaste is super citrus, super West Coasty, bitter kind of IPA. So it's not throwing any curveballs on the aftertaste. And I'm picking up on a slight sweet orange flavor as well. I mean, big time orange, but let's take another taste. I'll give you a little bit more of an in-depth kind of analysis here. Just very orange. Like the first flavor that comes to mind is just very orange. So it's got a big orange citrus, sweetness, but orange specific sweetness. So citrus orange, it's like magnitudes down. If you start to magnify the flavor, at first it's like big citrus punch, and then it, magnifies down into being specifically orange, very orange. Like the only word that comes to my mind right now with all this flavor is orange. The aftertaste or the bitterness comes through right after the swallow. That is a bit of a citrus, and it's actually it's probably leaning 75% citrus, maybe 25% piney, but that orange kick, the orange sweet kind of kick in the background with all that bitterness is it throws you off. Like, I almost want to say it's more piney than citrusy, specifically orange bitter with all those, the hop profile that they're using, but it's that orangey, kind of flavor that comes in afterwards kicks your mind into thinking, no, this is orange bitter, hoppy, orangey citrus bitterness, but there's a little bit of piney in there too, and maybe a little bit more piney than my mind lets me think that there is. But yeah, that's just an orange pop in the mouth. This is 9%, and I'm not picking up on 9%. With most beers these days, they're able to kick up these ABVs and they're able to mask the ABV very well. 9%, I'm not picking up on 9% on this. It's a double IPA. It's not thick and chewy like what you would maybe think of as a double IPA. It's light, it's crisp, it's refreshing, but it's boatloads of orange. Like, I don't know how many times I've said orange during this, this recording, but it's been a lot, and it is so, like, I cannot overstate how much orange there is in here. Like I said, on the nose, I was getting a little bit of a tropical, a little bit of a mango aroma almost in their profile, but I'm not tasting that at all. It's very orangey, it's very citrusy, and when I say citrus in this, again, I mean orange. Let's get another sip here. Yeah, super dangerous, super just, you could drink a couple of these and not realize that they're 9%. If you didn't look at this label and poured it and drank it, you wouldn't think 9%. Now, let me get into this Hazy IPA. So many different places or so many different breweries are interchanging this juicy / hazy / New England style IPA. And this doesn't have that. It's not, I wouldn't, even though this is hazy and it's like an unfiltered IPA, basically. I would never sit here and say, oh, this is a New England style IPA. And when I was thinking about this earlier, when I was talking earlier in this review about, Stone and they're jumping in with hazies, Fear Movie Lions is more like a New England style IPA. Never Ending Haze is like a light New England style IPA. This is not like a New England style IPA at all. This is definitely in that West Coast IPA family. If you saw this on the shelf and you saw that it said enjoy by 4/20/21 and you saw that it was a hazy IPA and you thought, I'm not picking that thing up because I want Stone to be a West Coast style IPA, have no fear. This is definitely a West Coast style IPA, or at least in that vein. It's a California IPA, so you would expect it to be very dank, have a lot of those orangey and piney bitterness profiles. This is that beer. The only curveball they are throwing you here is that it is hazy. And I think, that leads me to believe when I see a beer like this and it tastes like this, it just makes me think unfiltered IPA. So if you love the Enjoy By series and you saw that they were doing a hazy and you were like, oh great, they're going to do like a sweet, no, or, a sweet, it's smooth, but it is not sweet. It's sweet in some respects, but it is not a New England style IPA. So if you're a West Coast fan and you're looking for an Enjoy By and you want it to be a West Coast style IPA, Enjoy By 4/20/21 is your West Coast style IPA from Stone. All right, friends, that has been Enjoy By 4/20/21 by Stone Brewing. Have you had this beer? Do you have an all-time favorite in the Enjoy By series? And what do you think of Stone being all in on this hazy thing? Would you have picked this up and thought it was a New England style IPA because it says hazy? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, if you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell because I'm here talking about beer twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's all for free for viewers just like you. And you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries. This one's in Escondido, California. And don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Cheers.